Hello, everyone. I'm doing an impression on or opinion a piece of E3 2015. So let's start first with the first conference, which is Bethesda. They didn't really have that many games to show, and just let me check out so the sound really works. And yeah, there were more conference than usual. All right. Uh, Sorry about that. Stuff screwing up. So let's go into the the games itself and in the conferences. So Bethesda showed off Doom, two lengthy videos of the game itself because the other one they released was only a trailer recently before E3. The game looked good. Not sure if I'm gonna get it. Still have to see a little bit more. There were just small snippets of mostly just shooting stuff, which Doom really is about. But I want to know if there's platforming or even and if there's a storyline. The multiplayer you can make maps. Seems interesting. Wonder if they have maps uh, also as well on multiplayer. But it's good to see Doom back. I think many people will gonna enjoy that game. So let's go into Dishonored 2. They only showed, if I could recall correctly, the CGI trailer. So not a lot to say there. And Dishonored is coming to next gen. I mean, I got it for PlayStation 3. I don't have any incentive getting it for my PlayStation 4. Um, Next is Bethesda.net, new service. I don't know what I'm gonna say about that, but yeah. Fallout Shelter, the iPad game. I mean, for people who are interested in that sort of gaming, I'm personally not. I know some other people who have come on my streams downloaded it and are playing it now. And we had Fallout 4 showing how you could build and stuff like that. I think, or I'm kind of expecting there will be microtransactions speeding up how you can uh, build your home and speeding things up, making your house bigger and stuff like that. And yeah, uh, at least Bethesda they showed all the games they had. It wasn't there wasn't that many games, but they showed enough to make it interesting. I would probably give them, yeah, I would give them a 7 out of 10. So moving on to the next conference, which is Mass Effect or EA, and they started off with Mass Effect Andromeda being announced. Goddamn dog. Uh, and I'm pretty excited for for the new Mass Effect. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. I love the trilogy with Shepard. From the looks of the trailer, it was only a CGI trailer. You showed off that there's gonna be the Mako. It seems to be that they're gonna try to explore new planets, and I don't know if it looks to me. I don't know for certain it's gonna be after the events of Mass Effect 3, because I didn't see any Mass Effect relays. So I'm guessing that the new Mass Effect is gonna take place, I would say, 50 years after Shepard, maybe more, 100, because it seems they have the capability to actually travel. Next, Need for Speed, new reboot, just called Need for Speed. Uh, I mean, from the first teaser that was released before E3, that was really vague, so I didn't really know what to expect. They actually showed gameplay, and to me, it looks like a Need for Speed Underground with a customization, open world. Kind of would have enjoyed not to have the police, but just race. But you can't get everything. The biggest issue I have is the whole DRM uh, they have in the game. So they should really remove that, because why the fuck do you need a DRM? You should only be enjoying yourself single player, going through the campaign, and not be restricted to having a goddamn online connection. So next, Star Wars. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been working the last 3 days, plus I've been covering E3, so yeah. Sorry about this. Star Wars: The Old Republic expansion announced. It's called Knights of the Fallen Empire. And from what Bioware told, Bioware Austin, I think, is developing developing the game or the MMO. They said that they would release story content. So I'm actually playing this, subscribe to Star Wars. So yeah, I'm looking forward. If they have more story, which I think the game has some good story or class stories, which could be game in itself. Uh, yeah, just hopefully it's gonna be good and not just be a smoke screen for just having group quests which everyone can play, not uniquely to your class. Then they went through all the sports stuff, being able to screen your scan your face, putting them on your NBA Live player, NHL, all that hoopla of being bigger, better, faster, stronger, like the Daft Punk song. Then Unravel, new AI game Unravel, which was announced. Looks actually interesting. A 2D platformer. The background seemed really unique, and just the whole setting. I need to know more before I actually get any sort of hype. But it's nice to see EA actually doing smaller games, even though they're basically the devil in gaming. Then huge for football fans, aka soccer fans. Pele or Pele coming on stage uh, on EA, talking uh, about his experience as a player and watching it now. I'm a big football fan, so seeing him there, that was big. And after that, they talked about they gave out to everyone the whole the Pele card for those who had FIFA 2015 Ultimate Team registered, and he's now the best player in the game, which is pretty huge for those who are really into the Ultimate Team. Everyone getting a card of Pele is kind of a blow to 2K, because they're fucking assholes, just going on Twitter on US friendly times, screwing all over the guys in Europe or elsewhere not being able to redeem the pink diamond cards from NBA as an example. So it's a good thing at least everyone getting a Pele card, which they can do whatever they want, sell it, use it, whatever. So next was Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which they've now revealed has no gunplay, which means all the complaints about the first Mirror's Edge having shotguns or whatever in it has been silenced. So you're just gonna do parkour and beat the living shit out of guys. So that's awesome. We knew they will probably show Mirror's Edge, and it's gonna, I think, also coming out in 2016. And after that, what was EA doing? God, they showed off a bunch of crappy mobile games for like 10-15 minutes for no fucking reason. I don't even know why they who came up with a brilliant idea to show off a bunch of mobile games at E3. Yeah, Gamescom perhaps more suitable because actually people can come and try the game from everywhere. But E3, no, it's stupid. Battlefront was shown as the last thing. And it looked good. I've been crapping all over the game on both my streams and just on forums, because just the content of the game has been shit. But the gameplay looks really good. I have to give them praise for that. So DICE, good job. They also revealed a horde mode for Battlefront 3. So yeah, it looks good. I don't know. I'm still unsure if I'm actually gonna buy it day one. I'm probably not. So my brother has been pestering me for so we can play together, but I'm really not into that. Into Battlefront 3, even though I've been waiting for a sequel for 10 fucking years. So next, Ubisoft. Started with a bang or with a fart or whatever you want to say. South Park: The Fractured But Whole revealed. Was revealed at E3. That was kind of a surprise. I thought because they said they were done with games. So, but they actually gone and made another game. And the creators of South Park controlling all of the content of the game and the development with goddamn, who was it? Ubisoft San Francisco, I believe. And yeah, more South Park is good. I still haven't played it, but probably gonna get it when I can. For Honor looks like the PC game. What's it called? Crusader, Medieval, or whatever. I'm not really into that. Looks like a free-to-play game. I might be wrong though. It's just something that didn't interest me. Oh, I'm just trying to figure that. I'm gonna have to rate the EA conference. The whole EA conference was a mixed bag, to say the least. I would probably give EA a 6 out of 10. It had some good stuff like Mass Effect, Need for Speed, Battlefront, but they crapped it up with the sports and the mobile games. So back to the Ubisoft. Then they showed off the Division, where they showed off the PvP, or the you can call it a PvP cross, a PvE section where you can encounter other players. It's called the Dark Zone. Short of gameplay. You can basically just go into the zone, try to take on NPCs and gather loot, and try to go out again with as much as possible. What they showed in the gameplay trailer was they encountered another group. They could have just let them go and taken a smaller risk with not losing their loot as well. But they went ahead and killed the other team, and then one guy, he let his teammates die and went off with all the loot. So it's really dynamic. So you can actually screw over your own teammates, which was hilarious. And then just a small teaser: Trials Fusion Awesome Level Max expansion. I don't even know. It's a cat riding on a unicorn, so I don't know what to expect. And then Ubisoft announced Anno 2205, which looks like City Skyline, or a better version of SimCity, because I would rather call it SimShitty. And I just have to look more, because you can actually travel out in space. So yeah, Rainbow Six Siege uh, showed off there again. I think they also announced a beta for it. I might be mistaken about that. Let's see, just to be sure. Sorry about this. It says you'll be able to the CGI trailer. It said you'll be able to recruit, but what it's gonna entail, is it a guild or a clan or whatever? It also seems to have a story, so a single player with Angela Bassett. So it seems to be a terrorist plot. So hard to know. There's also a new mode called Terror Hunt, which is where you can do co-op with your buddies and go into a house of sorts, or try to stop a terrorist plot. So yeah, and yeah, the beta will be released September 24th this year. So yeah, I'm not really into the Siege, but I think many people are excited for that. Then Ubisoft released Ghost Recon Wildlands, which actually looked really good. One of the better games showed off at E3. Third-person shooter. Don't know if it's online only, or if you can play single player and just go. You're basically going on a war against the drug trade in, I think, Mexico. Yeah, we saw gameplay, but mostly it was switching between the CGI trailer and the gameplay. So there's not really much to say about the game before we know more. Assassin's Creed Syndicate showed off Eevee. No, sorry. They showed off that you're probably gonna be able to recruit, like in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, by taking over gangs and then sending them on missions. At least looked like it on in the cinematic trailer. And you can attack while you're on the coach with the horses. So yeah, I mean, we have an Assassin's Creed every year, so it's an Assassin's Creed. You know what you're gonna get, and there's no, at least from my knowledge, no gameplay on the sea. Let's see, Trackmania which is pretty popular on PC. We can make all sort of tracks, and which is kind of arcadey because you can uh, drive at the most ridiculous angles, but the racing itself feels pretty sim-like. So, and then you have the big what the fuck moment with uh, Just Dance thing with Jason Derulo, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Because he was hitting on Aisha Tyler. Oh my god, just one sec, I have to drink. Sparkling water helps your throat. Yeah, he tried to get Aisha Tyler up, and one of the worst performances I've ever heard, and hitting on her afterwards. I mean, Jesus Christ, she's married, you fucktard. So I would give the presentation probably, yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It was solid, except for the Ubisoft, which fucking embarrassing. Um, yeah. Next, Square Enix showed Star Ocean, integrity and faithlessness coming to the rest of the world. Not really into Star Ocean, so fans of that series be excited. Hitman shown off. Seems to be a reboot. Uh, I mean, Absolution was good in my opinion. So yeah, and then we had New Kingdom Hearts shown. Uh, a new Kingdom Hearts, which showed off gameplay. I haven't actually played Kingdom Hearts series, unfortunately. Uh, but looks good, so and probably challenging as well. With hopefully a lot of gameplay, around 100 hours, hopefully, and a good story with it as well. There was also a mobile game which is going to tell the story between 2 and 3, coming on mobile. Not that interested in that, but yeah. Lara Croft Go. I mean, yeah. I'm not really interested in stuff like that. It's whatever. It's it's a mobile game, so it's just like whatever. They showed off World of Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 7 again, which is meh. And then you have Square Enix showing off Just Cause 3, which actually looks pretty decent. And I still don't know why they didn't show off Final Fantasy 15. Isn't it supposed to be released in this fiscal year, or at least before the next Series 3? So I'm like a little confused about that. Uh, why they didn't show off. Well, they have World of Final Fantasy, so why not just show off Final Fantasy 15? So I would give it a 5 for my part, because there's not a lot of interesting stuff there. Oh, they showed off Deus Ex, but that was probably the only saving grace of, at least in my opinion. So let's start with the big, or go ahead with the big three in in order of their appearance. Microsoft, starting off. One sec. So I get everything. Showed off Halo 5 again. They show of Halo every goddamn year. Either it's a teaser or some sort of gameplay, and yeah, personally, I don't give a shit about Halo. So, let's go and head with the next. Keiji Inafune, the creator of Mega Man, also most known for Mega Man. New game Recore, where you play as a woman with a dog, I believe, harvesting orbs, and you have companions. I mean, it's a CGI trailer. You can't really judge it on that. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. We're probably gonna know more next year. Hopefully. Xbox One backwards compatibility announced for around 100 games. So I'm just putting this in a little bit perspective. So why are people buying the remasters? But people just bought the Halo remastered and then announcing this, and it's a little bit iffy to me. And now they announced the Gears remastered. So why would be people actually buy that Gears remastered collection? It's just you have a 360. Why is it a big deal to? It's convenient, but it's not. Uh, still have your 360, or people have sold it. I don't know, but it's their own fault for selling it because there's a lot of good games on. I still have my PS3 and my 360. So yeah. And they released new features for the Xbox controller, which seem pretty cool. You can adjust the triggers, mapping. Yeah, that seemed pretty cool. And one of the biggest downers is like Peter Moore coming on saying Titanfall and Dragon Age coming to EA Access. I'm like, okay, we and Fallout coming, announcing they're gonna have mod support, but it didn't say it was exclusive to Xbox. So a lot of people have been saying in the media it's gonna come to PS4 as well. So probably just a deal during E3 Bethesda made with Microsoft just to announce it there. Oh, and then you have Forza Motorsport 6. I mean, it's the best racing game, but you have a Forza game each year now. It's like you know what you're gonna get pretty much. And they showed the Division and Rainbow Six with info. One sec, so I get it right. Come on. Pa, 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 pa. Yeah, with Rainbow Six Siege, you get Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2 for free. Yeah, so that was the big thing, which is meh to me. Then you have free-to-play game Gigantic announced just a trailer. You don't know anything. It's probably gonna have loads of microtransactions, and it's only for Windows 10 and Xbox One. What else? Fulbright Studios announces Tacoma again. The creators of Gone Home. I don't give a shit. They had a lot of indie games. They showed the most interesting one, which was the biggest game for me, was Cuphead, which looked like an old Mickey Mouse game movie from 1920s or something. Looked really unique. So yeah. And then the biggest feature on the Xbox conference was the HoloLens. That was fucking amazing. I mean, but it's years away. But how they showed it, it's just I was mind blown. They showed it off with Minecraft. Then you have New Fable Legends. It's free to play. I don't give a shit about that either. Rare Replay, 30 games for $30. They probably made a deal with Nintendo because some of the games are under the Nintendo umbrella. They had the publishing rights, so they probably got some cash for that. Then you had E3 Rise of the Tomb Raider, which switched between cinematic and gameplay. Looked really good. I like the first Tomb Raider game, so that one can come out for the PS4 probably in early 2016. And then you have the early access program, which again I don't give a shit about. Early access program, I've voiced my opinion several times about that because you're taking a huge risk. Same with Kickstarter. People will probably be interested in that, and yeah, like Daisy and other games. Then you have Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the trilogy again. They just announced compatibility, backwards compatibility. What's the point of actually releasing that? People are gonna probably buy it, but still stupid. Gears of War looked totally different than the other ones. Not totally, but had a different tone. And if you think about it, pretty much all the biggest attractions they had was Halo 5, Forza, Fable, Gears, and Cuphead was like a new game they showed off, which actually is exclusive. And then they had a HoloLens, which was fucking amazing, don't get me wrong. But the whole conference was a letdown for me, so I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. The only saving grace being the HoloLens. Yeah, I'm being generous. We'll probably give them a 3 or a 4 or 3 if there wasn't any HoloLens. Then we go to Sony, which was also on Monday. Let's see, which I would honestly say they won E3 within the 5 first minutes, showing off Last Guardian. Then they showed off gameplay of the game, and you can see the uniqueness of the gameplay, which had more resemblance with Ico than Shadow of the Colossus. And yeah, I mean, people have been waiting for this forever. It's a Half-Life 3 for the for Sony. So, and then they showed off Hitman. It's still a multiplat, but okay. Guerrilla Games, probably the best new IP at E3. Horizon Zero Dawn with robot dinosaurs looked amazing from Guerrilla Games. I was expecting them to show it off, but it blew me out of blew everything else out of the water when it comes to new IPs. Then they revealed Street Fighter V, Birdie and Cammy. And well, it's only coming to PS4, so that's a good thing for PS4. A console exclusive. Media Molecule announcing Dreams, and Media Molecule is always really creative when it comes to just everything they do, and people are gonna make some amazing stuff with the Dreams. It's still unknown how it's gonna work, but it looks just amazing. And then we have Destiny: The Taken King. I mean, they just released 2 DLCs and now an expansion for $40. I stopped playing Destiny in December, so yeah. Well, people are probably gonna buy that as well, but I'm probably gonna skip it. So, Media Molecule. No, sorry. No Man's Sky. They showed off just how vast the universe is, and what you can do. There will be some sort of guardians or enemies on the planet, so you have to try to avoid them. You can partake in faction wars in space. I mean, it looks amazing. Hopefully, we're gonna get a release date really soon. World of Final Fantasy, which actually I look forward to because it's turn-based, and I don't know why Square Enix just has gone from turn-based games into action games, which just seems odd to me. Action RPGs instead of just pure RPGs. And then the biggest announcement in Holy 3, Final Fantasy 7 getting being remade for the coming to PS4 first. Most likely coming to Xbox, but I'm gonna speculate. This is speculation, but the first Final Fantasy was an exclusive. It's probably gonna come to PC, but I think it's gonna only come to PS4. You never know, but that's just my opinion. And then you have Shenmue 3 Kickstarter being announced live on stage on. Oh, I'm looking at the chat. Hey, Wooey and Game Sarah. And let's go back to my schedule. Yeah, Shenmue 3, which earned I think 300,000 within the first hour or something. Goddamn. That's the Kickstarter. There we go. Last time I checked, within 24 hours there was $2.5 million earned. Oh my God. There's over $3 million on the Kickstarter right now. It's blowing everything out of the water. You see, what's his fucking name? Tim Schafer. This is how you do a fucking Kickstarter. You actually give the fans what they want. Now, the biggest hurdle is they actually fulfilling them fulfilling the and making the game good. I don't know why they didn't ask Sony for funds. Probably pride, or they didn't want to have any ties. Who knows? But they're probably gonna make stuff for the PS4 because Sony announced the game on stage. So then you have Black Ops 3 getting timed exclusive DLC. So yeah, showing that PS4 is the main console for this generation. It's the PS2 of this generation. Then you have Disney Infinity getting a timed content, timed exclusive content, and exclusive statues or starter kits. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I would probably give this conference a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really, really good. Some big heroes. They also showed off Uncharted in the end, showing it's bigger than before. It's probably gonna be linear as well, but you're gonna have a bigger world to explore compared to before. So yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Then you have Nintendo bringing Mother 1 to the US, which is a big deal because many people have been waiting for that. Then they have the Metroid what is his name? Metroid Federation something. Sorry, I can't remember. And people have been really angry on Nintendo just for doing that. So the new Metroid, it doesn't look like the other ones. And then Chibi Robo coming with its own amiibo again. I have a big issue with the amiibos. Then Star Fox, which looks pretty damn good, I have to say. And I mean, what more can I say? It's a space fighter game, or also in on planets. You can change into tank or whatever, which looks really unique. It kind of reminds me of the Transformers from Activision franchise. Then you have Nintendo and Activision hybrid Skylanders and Amiibo. Again, I couldn't give a fuck. E3 Zelda Triforce Heroes looks like a co-op game. You can also play single player. It uses the same engine as Link Between Worlds. Again, I'm not a big Zelda fan. I know, hate me. Just checking the chat. No, nothing there. And then Fire Emblem Fates actually looks good. So the 3DS is getting some love. And then you have the Fire Emblem. What was it? Let's check. Da, 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 It's it's Janae Ibon Ruko. Looks like a crossover between Fire Emblem and another game. Coming to the Wii U, so hopefully that's gonna. I think it's a Shinigami Tensei crossover. And then you have another Animal Crossing, Happy Home Designer. Again, I couldn't care less. Yours is Woolly World. I had the Yoshi game and Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo or the SNES. I love that game. Yokai. Again, I couldn't care less. For the 3DS, Mario and Luigi, Paper Jam. Looks interesting. And then you have another Mario Tennis. I couldn't care less about, and Pixel Art Mario amiibo for the Mario Maker. I mean, Nintendo didn't really have anything to announce. It looks like Wii U is dead in the water. Zelda is gonna be the last game and the nail on the coffin for the Wii U, because it seems to me that it's 3DS and the NX is getting all the attention. Except for the Shin Megami Tensei and Star Fox and the Zelda coming, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot. Xenoblade as well, but that's 4 games in 2 years that are actually big. I would give them a meh, 5 out of 10. I would say so. Overall, I thought Sony won. Bethesda had a good conference. Ubisoft had a good conference. Nintendo had the best conference. The worst one would probably is split between Square, Microsoft, and EA. I think EA was a little bit better than those two others. Yeah, that's me rambling for how many minutes now? 44 minutes. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. Be sure to share your opinions. Probably gonna do a podcast on people's opinions. But you at least know my opinion of E3 so far. I'm gonna check out more vids and games during E3. I've been working the last 3 days, so I've been able to see everything. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and see you guys next time. Bye.